Also keeping a close eye on her because I saw a bear. Good morning from Colorado. You know, one of the suckiest things for a full-time RVer?
Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. You got to find your own.
Cosmos, Ulysses. What is this? Wow.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto East Wyatt.
I always imagine Dodge City as a sleepy little western town, but it's actually very industrial. I'm kind of caught off guard by this a little bit, and it doesn't smell very good. It's known primarily now for meat packing. Cargill Meat Solutions and National Beef both have huge facilities here. And it also hosts farm implement manufacturing and a supply center for area agriculture. Livestock raising is huge here, and someone who doesn't eat meat, you really notice the smell. After the Civil War, settlers started expanding west, and with them came their cattle. By the mid-1870s, Dodge City suddenly became queen of the cow towns, and it became a brand new route for cattle driving from Texas called the Great Western Cattle Trail, or the Western Trail. Dodge City became known as a true frontier settlement of the Old West. And Dodge City was known to have more gunfighters working at any other time in any other town in the West, many of whom participated in the Dodge City War of 1883. It was full of saloons, gambling halls, and brothels. Dodge City was a pretty violent town. Wyatt Earp was one of the lawmen who tried to maintain peace in this violent town. In May 1876, he came here and became the deputy. Interesting place. The cowboy capital. Wow. He traveled here with Maddie Blaylock, the former prostitute, who was his companion until 1882. I don't know if you can see that. Wyatt Earp. I'm on Wyatt Earp Boulevard. I think this is part of the trail. I think. It looks different. For 60 years, this prairie sod was torn by the hooves of mules, oxen, and horses, and compacted by the weight of large freight wagons they pulled. Plains Indians also crossed these paths. The land was their home. Cheyenne, Apache, Kiowa Apaches, and Arapaho roamed here. As more and more Santa Fe Trail travelers passed through the lands of the Plains Indians, an uneasy tension developed, to put it mildly. But there was some friendly trade, but a lot of weary suspicion, plunder, and bloodshed. Wow. Santa Fe Trail remains have been designated Registered National Historic Landmark 1966. Can't really see anything. Oh, yeah, you can barely see. Gosh, look at the beautiful grasses, though. Can't see it, shooting into the sun. Oh, yeah, you can see it. Look. Oh, yeah, look. You can see it from this angle. Wow. Oh, no, do we have goat heads already? Do we have goat heads? Let me get it. Let me get it. You can see them. I guess. Oh yeah, it's got wire over it, I think. Yeah, it's got wire over it. So yeah, these are the wagon. Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah, you can definitely see the ruts underneath the wire down there. You probably, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yeah. Oh yeah. It must be tough to keep it mowed without disturbing the ruts too much. Oh yeah, this is it. Coffee spot. Good morning from Colorado. Been here I don't know how long I've been here. A while. This is my third spot in Colorado. I had a really gorgeous spot that I've been to before. I planned on staying there for several days to rest and recover and get caught up on life and work. But a huge rainstorm was coming. First they were saying an inch of rain in one day, and then it got up to 1.5 inches, and now it's back down to below an inch. But the road that I got to that campsite on was a mile of dirt road, very narrow, very rutted, and there was forecast like 1.5 inches of rain on Monday, and then like at least 1/2 inch on Tuesday. And I was a little worried I wouldn't be able to get out even if I stayed a couple days. I wasn't sure, so I moved about half hour down the road to another spot I know, and the roads coming in and out are good. They're gravel, and here I am, and the rain just started. I was just setting up my tripod to start filming. But without sun for a couple of days, I'm going to have to run the generator. So I just got done. I'm a little out of breath. I just got done. Plus, I'm at more than 7,000 feet. So the elevation, a little bit of acclimation. Okay, so I had to set up my tarp. It's going to work. Let me show you what I bought. This has really come in handy. Just a little foldable saw, and because I had to cut that up, it was a big branch laying out. It fell off a tree, so I had to cut that up to be able to use it. And look at that, a nice little tent for my generator. So I just sprayed this compartment again with peppermint oil so that I don't get mice, because I do think mice crawl up the cord. So I just sprayed that again. Shouldn't use my water spout probably, but I do. That's how I set it up. A stake here. And then just hook the other side to my ladder. So this, I was hoping would be able to stand, because this is a Y. I was hoping it would be able to stand by itself, but it doesn't. So I just used a rope from my ladder so that, and then what you do is you make this fall backwards and the rope holds it. So you have tension here. So it wants to fall backwards, but the rope is preventing it from falling backwards. So you have almost a taut line, and then I just tied my tarp to it. RV bushcraft with Carolyn. But this is a big boy. I got it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. And yes, I could just put it under my awning. I actually just put the awning out because I wasn't sure what the wind was going to be like. I tried to set up the tarp last night. We had some horrible wind gusts, and I just checked, and it's not going to be any worse than 6 miles an hour. So put my awning out. I don't really like the generator under the awning because it's kind of close to the door of the RV. My awning's not very big, and I don't know. What fun is that? Oh, Sadie's rolling in. What are you rolling in? Hey. Are you stinky? Want to go inside and get out of the rain? Come on, get out of the rain. house. If you were outside, you wouldn't have anything to do with them. I know. I know. What are they? You talking to me? You talking to me? What are you saying? What are they? You see that cow? You can't see it, it's too far away. But he's just looking over here like, what's your problem, dude? You used to do that when you were a puppy. You're so pretty. They're going. You scared them away. I preheated my skillet, my cast iron skillet in the oven while I preheated the oven with some butter in it, a couple tablespoons of butter. So it's going to give it a nice crusty, buttery bottom. It's going to be delicious. I think I could have cooked it another 5 minutes, but that is the best vegan gluten-free cornbread I have ever made. It's light and fluffy. I think I got the recipe from Minimalist Baker. I'll put the recipe below in the video description. It's got aquafaba in it. Very good. I actually followed the recipe. I don't normally do that. For one thing, I put all the sugar in it that it called for, which I usually don't. But this is really good, and it's not sweet at all. I think it was half a cup of regular sugar, I didn't have regular sugar, so I used coconut sugar. It's really good. So, cashew cream, sour cream. I had leftover rice and beans that I took out of the freezer, and I've been eating it for a while, and I'm kind of sick of it. So I made the cornbread. I'm going to kind of make like a, I'm going to just, I poured a little extra broth in it, maybe make it like a chili, and put it over cornbread with some homemade sour cream. And then what's left, I can add a little sweetener to, either maple syrup or I think I'll just put stevia in it, and I can use it for whipped cream. Because I made tofu chocolate pudding last night that I'm going to have for dessert tonight. So, let me show it to you. There it is. So it's just silken tofu, cocoa powder. I know. I know. It's the cows going to get a drink. So silken tofu, cocoa powder, and a little maple syrup. And blended it up. And that is pudding for dessert with some homemade whipped cream, cashew cream. So, good. Yeah.
Well, we didn't get nearly even a fraction of the rain yesterday we were supposed to get, but we are getting it today. I mean, it was just like, I don't even think it was a quarter of an inch yesterday, but getting it today. So I'm making pancakes, my buckwheat pancakes, getting some work done, enjoying the sound of the thunder and the lightning just past overhead. Oh. That pan always smokes. It always smokes. Hi, baby girl. What do you think? Hi. I'm not scared of no thunder. These are good. And I put my my cashew whipped cream on them. You know, one of the suckiest things for a full-time RVer, especially full-time RVers, one of the suckiest parts, finding this. In a place you can't get to. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't right now. It's a little muddy. I probably could. Maybe. I'll show you the road here in a minute. But this campsite is beautiful. Look at, you've even got sky for solar and Starlink. It's all big and open. It's just a half mile from where I'm camped. Oh, it's beautiful. Sadie, you want to show everybody your sexy... You're sexy. It's kind of weird for a dog, huh? Your pretty orange vest. Want to show everybody your pretty orange vest? No? Okay. So pretty. Also keeping a close eye on her because I saw a bear a couple days ago. First day I got here, saw a bear. And last night heard a crazy pack of coyotes. Like early this morning, we were in bed. So, especially this time of day, I always want to know where she is. The orange vest helps. We did get quite a bit of rain today. Quite a bit. To soften up the roads a little bit. Out here, they're bad. They're not bad where I am. That's why I camped where I am. I'm a mile from the highway. I think maybe even less than that. I can hear the highway. I'm going to move tomorrow because it's pretty busy out here between wood cutting, because they're doing some logging out here, so there's lots of wood to cut. You know, in the National Forest, you can cut wood, and a lot of hunters. The last time I was out here several years ago, I was recovering from COVID, and I don't remember. being busy out here, but this is the time of year. Things are cooling off. Although it's Colorado, 7,000 feet in elevation. Although it got hot here this summer, I think. I think it got hot everywhere this summer. But anyway, yeah, it's busy. It's really busy. People coming into my little turnout and turning around and parking near me. And, you know, there's all this place to park and pull your horse trailers and park your horse trailers. But they gotta do it right next to me. So, it's a little harder. I don't know, every year it seems to be getting a little harder to deal with all the peoples. And I don't know if it's because, you know, I spend so much time at my mom's place and, you know, they live out in the country, so it's quiet. Other than them, it's quiet. You don't have to worry about somebody coming and parking right next to me. But I don't know if that's what it is, because I'm spending so much time there in the summer, or, oh, there's something out there. Hang on. You see them? Oh, they're so far away, and I just have my cell phone. Are they turkeys? They're kind of running like turkeys. This is the road. You know, it would just stick to my tires and make it not fun. I don't know if you can tell how deep these ruts are. So if it was dry, I could totally drive out here. I would just have to straddle the ruts, which is a little scary. Remember, I had that spot out on the not the Beartooth. Where was I? Loneliest Highway in the desert, and there were some ruts. But look how deep these are. Look. Sadie, stay close to me, please. Let me see. Look at, I don't know if you can see. Look at, up to my, almost up to my knees. Of course, I'm super short. We're always surprised when they meet me how short I am. I'm 5'4". I'm very short. People are always surprised when they meet me how short I am. The camera adds 6 inches in height and 45 pounds. At least 45 pounds. Of course, nobody ever is surprised by that part of it. The sky, it's beautiful. Oh, and in case you're wondering, it is apparently over-the-counter bow deer hunting season here. I don't know what over-the-counter means. I met a woman on a bike at my last camp. Her partner was out hunting, and she was telling me all about it. Over-the-counter. I don't know. You guys probably know. Tell me in the comments. What does that mean? Over-the-counter. I don't know what that means. The elevation is something. What you doing, happy girl? Are you crittering? Are you crittering? Where are you going? And for those of you who've ever spent time in both the East and the West, I'm telling you, there is nothing like the smell of the Western forest. Part of it is that there's more pine here, more conifers. It's like all conifers. There's hardly any leaf trees here. And so that's a big part of what I smell. Yeah, oh, it's just, I love the West. The forest here. It's just, I think it's more interesting than the forest, at least in New York. Because in New York, it's just thick with maples and ash, mostly, and brush, and they're so thick, all you see is green. Here, you look at this. The beautiful tree trunks. I just love it here. And if I could afford Colorado, it would be on the top of my list. But I can't afford it. No. It's so pretty. It's so quiet. See, most of this road is really not that bad. I've driven way worse. Maybe next time I come here, I'll camp out there. If it doesn't rain. It's got some ruts, but like I said, I've done way worse. Say, girl, what you doing? Oh, there she is.
Uh-oh. What do you have, Sadie girl? That's her, something is really annoying me. I can see it. I can almost feel it, but I can't get it. Whine.
You're gonna hurt yourself. I decided to stay another day. Just because there's no hurry, really. Not that much of a hurry to move on. I have some things I need to take care of, but I have in my home state, but I have time to do that. I've got 2 weeks, I think. And out for my morning walk on this logging road. It's a shame to see all these trees coming down. However, so I stayed here 2 years ago and they weren't doing all this. And I see now if I come back in, no, maybe it's been 3 years. It's been a while. Gosh, maybe it's been 3. Next time I come back, there's going to be some amazing boondocking out here. So, nice quiet morning. Letting Sadie do her thing. Yeah. Look, they're going to go all the way back. The road they've cleared goes to here, but it's going to go way back. Oh, look at all the blue marks. All the trees are going to take down. Wow. Wow. Don't let Sadie see ya. Run, critter, run. I'm following this ridge. And blue marks go all the way back. Wow, they're going to clear all of this. Wow. Oh my God. Look at this. Wow. If you can see that view, that mountain back there. There we go. Wow. Look at this. I'm not sure it's going to pick up. This is a clearing, not natural, but they didn't do it. Maybe an old horse trail or farm trail or something. Look at it. Nice camping spot. Except you can really hear the road. Wow. Look, they've already been back here. Oh, there must be another road. Are they coming at it from the other side? Oh, wow. Surprised they're not working. The last couple of days I felt lucky because of the rain. I figured maybe they weren't working in the rain, but no rain today. No rain in the forecast for a while. Huh. Wow, so pretty. Even with all the destruction. Oh my God, the views. You're gonna be able to see the rocks. The mountain way back there has no snow on it. I'll have to find out the name of that. That's the prominent one in Pagosa Springs, I believe. And the last time I was here, the locals said I don't think there was any snow on it when I was here, and I wasn't here this late. But they said they had never seen it without snow that early. I was here through the summer. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, when I was getting propane at Tractor Supply, the guy told me that in all the years he lived here, he's never seen it completely without snow. Ever. I think year round, I think they said. I'll have to look it up. I'll put it in the captions here, what mountain it is and how tall it is. But things are warming up. That's for sure. Wow. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Wow. Yeah, they've had machines back here. I don't know where they came from. Down there somewhere? I need to go back from which I came before I get lost. I have my cell phone on me and the highway's over there. I'm not going to get too lost, but... And I know, I follow this ridge. So people ask me all the time, how do you not get lost? And what do you think the answer to that is? Not technology. What do I always say about staying safe? It applies to wandering around the woods. Just be aware of your surroundings. Make note of, I'm on a ridge. Pretty easy, right? If I'm on a river, pretty easy, right? Or if there's a river even somewhere near me, pretty easy. Just pay attention to landmarks. Like there's a hill. I know that is, my camp is actually on the other side of that. So just be aware of your surroundings. Pay attention even when you're not paying attention. Even when you're filming. And it is, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, here's the road. Oh yeah, okay, I found the road. I'm not gonna lie, it is easier in the West because you don't have the thick tree and brush cover, so it's a lot easier to see around. I got lost in a state forest in New York last year. I went out for the day and just went for a walk and thought I knew where I was going, and ended up getting quite lost. And I just got disoriented. I don't know how it happened, but for like an hour, I didn't know where the heck I was. And it should have been pretty easy. It wasn't a big state forest. It was pouring rain. Sadie and I mean, here's what happened. I was camping, and I was like, cup of coffee, without my phone. I'm just going to go explore a little bit. And I'm like, what's around that bend? What's around that bend? What's around that bend? And before I knew it, I got turned around. And remember the tent camping video I did a few weeks ago now? It was in that area, and my point of reference was the stone wall of the state land. What I didn't realize at the time was that there was multiple stone walls going in the same direction, running parallel to one another, 100 yards, or I don't know how many yards apart from each other. So my point of reference, I thought I always knew where I was, because like, oh, that stone wall. Well, it turned out I was on a different stone wall, and I just got really turned around. And it's a lot easier to get turned around in New York in full tree cover where you can't see anything but green, right? So my word of caution there, if I'd had my phone on me, even without a cell signal, I would have been able to pull up the map and see. I don't know if you know that. In Google Maps, even if you don't have a cell signal, you can pull up a map and see the blue dot where you are and what direction you're going, and at least orient yourself to like roads and things like that. That would have really helped. So my word of caution is either don't go out without your phone, or if you do go out without your phone, don't go wandering aimlessly. And I think about that a lot. How many experienced hikers are the ones who get lost? So, and I kept thinking that when I was out there lost. It took me like an hour And I finally found a four-wheeler road. And I had remembered from the map when I was looking at it earlier in the state forest, I remembered that there was a snowmobile trail. And I figured that's what I was on. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to follow it in the direction I think I need to go. And eventually I got to the road that I came in on. And yeah, I knew eventually if I kept walking, I would come upon something, a road or something. But, you know, it wasn't like I was on millions of acres of wilderness, a few thousand acres of state land. So, yeah, I have gotten lost. I have. I don't know. I think I've told the story. My first year out, I got lost in Oregon. Took a shortcut back to my rig from the lake near, where was I? Near Grants Pass. Took a short and I got lost. Again, for like an hour, I was lost. But eventually found my way back. Yeah, I found the road. There is a road they cleared all the way up to that spot where I turned around. There she is. Come on. So it wasn't pouring rain. You know, I said I got caught in the pouring rain. It wasn't raining when I left. But again, I didn't plan on being out for an hour and a half. I planned on just going out with my morning coffee and exploring, and got turned around and my little morning walk turned into an hour and a half getting lost. Yeah, it happens. She is just so happy. Oh, the fresh cut pine. Oh. I wish my RV could smell like this all the time. Oh, somebody tired. Did somebody wear herself out? Did you wear yourself out? Yeah, let's go get a drink. You've been doing a lot of running. She's so much healthier. You know, she's back on her meds for valley fever, back on her fluconazole, and she's just so healthy, so full of energy, so alert, drinking a lot of water again. I think she had symptoms for a lot longer than I realized until she finally got really sick. You know, she had that UTI, and I thought that was what was causing her to not drink enough water, but the valley fever could cause her to not drink enough water, which could have caused the UTI. So I think she's probably just going to have to be on fluconazole forever. Or at least closely monitor her with this valley fever. Beautiful. All right, I'll stop talking. My first cup of coffee is kicking in. She's so happy. She's so happy. In her element. Doing her doggy thing. I see this being a big old boondocking spot someday. Something died here. Oh, a rib probably. Wow, it's heavy. Yeah, I bet it's a rib. I like how they're not completely clearing it. They take some, leave some. So they're kind of thinning it out, which also helps with fires. Wildfires. Sage. Oh, it's so nice. We're getting invaded. We're getting invaded. They're not phased at all. How fun was that? Colorado is an absolutely gorgeous state. I always enjoy being there. I hope you enjoyed the video and getting to see some of the sights and sounds and wildlife and weather. There was a little bit of everything in this video, so I hope you enjoyed it. Some of the things that I mentioned in this video will be in the video description, and that's either below you or over here. They've put it on the side now. You just click on see more underneath something over there. Yeah, you'll see it. So be sure to check out all the references and everything that I mentioned in this video. And my music is also always in the video description. So if you like the music in any of my videos, check there. And be sure to subscribe to my channel if you like my content. And just because you think you're subscribed doesn't mean you still are, because YouTube mysteriously unsubscribes people all the time. I just reached 170 this week, 170,000. It took me a long time to get here. I kind of stalled for a couple years. People say, well, your channel should be bigger. And I agree, but I'm opinionated and I talk about things that people don't necessarily like to hear. And I swear and I take the Lord's name in vain and all kinds of things. And so that has definitely stalled my channel. But since this part of my life, my whole existence, my whole reason for being here is to promote authenticity and to help inspire other women to shed the expectations of society and just be who we are. I am not going to pretend I'm something else for an audience that can't handle it. You either handle all of me or not, and that's okay. So yeah, help me get to 200,000 though by subscribing below. I'm excited. I would like to get to 200,000. It's been a long time coming. So help me do that by subscribing, liking, commenting, watching my videos. And hey, make sure you vote. And make sure you vote and double check to make sure you are registered to vote. I will put a link in the video description. You know what? I will also pin it in a comment so that you can check your voter registration. Polls are getting purged in states all across the country. So just because you voted last time, just because you just registered, don't take for granted that you are still registered to vote. Vote, vote, vote like your life depends on it, because in a lot of ways, it does. The rights of humanity, the rights of making decisions for your own life and your own body. So please vote. Please check your registration below. And with that, I will see you next week. I have another beautiful camp in Colorado, a little bit lower elevation, but still gorgeous. Another huge storm with some gorgeous views. So stay tuned for that. I will we'll be showing you that next week. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, whether you're brand new or whether you've been here since day one. It really means a lot to me that you have invited me into your life. So I'll see you next time. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. Vote, 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 please.